Cindy Byer here along with Tyler Green for part 4 of our Got Ball series. Go grab some balls. I've got this blue one, Ty's got a green one today. And we're going to do some leg workouts, strengthening your legs using a ball. All you need to have today is like a playground ball, a volleyball, basketball, soccer ball. This is a workout that you can play with your balls in the house. Unlike when you're a kid or your kids, you tell them not to play with the balls in the house. You get to do that today. So go grab your balls and join me and Tyler, or Tyler and I, in our Got Balls workout to strengthen your legs. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to simply start with how to use the ball correctly while we're standing. Also work on our posture before we get down into the legs. So you're going to take your ball and hold it between your hands. And you're going to just squeeze it gently. So you have two choices when you're holding this ball. You can press into the ball like so, and what you'll see from the side is it rounds my back. It does work my pec muscles, but I spend so much time already sitting like this. So I want to work preferably the back of my body here into my shoulder blades. So instead of pressing and squeezing, so let's see Tyler do that on the side here. Also like that, what it looks like when you try to pop that ball. Yeah, it looks like a ball, all right? What you want to do instead is just to simply hold it between your hands and almost pinch it, and at the same time feel your elbows pressing back so you can feel the muscles around your shoulder blades. It helps you hold yourself standing up tall. So from here, what we're going to do is you're going to pinch that ball, lift the arms towards the ceiling, lower them down, lift them back up, and lower down. Again, we are going to be working leg strength, but I want to make sure that as we're holding the ball and as we do this workout, we get the best workout that we can and target into our posture, because that will determine whether or not we get the most effective workout from what we're doing. Do one more here, bring it back down from here. Now, as we lift the arms up, we're going to raise our calves. So we're going to lift our heels. So as the arms go up, we lift the heels up, and then we lower back down. Still, remember, you're not pushing in, you're sliding your elbows back. You lift up from here and lower down. Try 4 more. Lift to rise, and then lower. 3 more, lift to come up, and lower down. 2 more, up and down. Last one, lift and lower from here. Now from here, we're just going to lift back up onto our heels, off of our heels like so. You're going to bend one knee and drop that other heel down, and then lift back up. So you're going to bend one knee, drop it down, and lift. So it's bend and drop, lift through, and then bend and drop, lift through. Try about 4 more. 4, lift, 3. We're working on strengthening those calf muscles. 2, and 1. Very good, and rest from here. Thanks so much again for joining us for Got Balls 4. We're doing some leg workout here. We're going to start here with the ball in the center of our chest like we just did, and we're going to twist. So we're going to start by rotating the spine and coming back to the center.
Not the hips?
Not the hips. So that's a good question. So he asked, should we actually turn our hips? I want you to rotate from the spine. So the ball is a nice guiding point. If I take the ball and I hold it right in the center of my chest, I want that ball to stay into the center of my chest as I turn, and so it doesn't move. If it's helpful, you can actually place it on your chest like so, with one hand on and the other hand on, and then add that rotation in. It's going to limit your rotation, but I want your rotation limited to what you're able to do without moving your hips. Let's do 1 more. We're going to go, or 2 more. 1 more to the side, and then back to the center, and to the other side. Oftentimes people ask me, why am I bringing these little tools into the workout? 1, it makes it fun. 2, it brings it to another level. Without having access to weights or strength training equipment, using simple tools like a ball that you have laying around the house can bring your workout to another level and challenge you a little bit more. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and add in a lunge. So we're gonna lunge and we're going to step to the side here and then come back to the center. For right now, just hold the ball in the center of your chest. You're gonna step to the side and step to the center. Where we're working is I want to take the leg that's out, that bends, and I want to push off that leg to come to the center. Good. Add 2 more here, and then back to the center. 1 more, stepping to the side, and back to the center. Go to the other side. So we're going to step to the side and return to the center. Excellent job. You're pinching that ball with your fingers, right? That way it holds that posture. Some people say their arms get tired when they're holding something simple like a ball because it's forcing you to be in a really nice alignment as I start to fall. Good, come back to the center. We're going to add a rotation to this. So as we lunge to the side, we're going to do that spine twist. So again, if you wanted to hold that ball like so against your chest and press your hand on it like so and press into it, that will help with the rotation, and it will also keep you connected through the muscles around your shoulder blades, or what's called the scapula stabilizer. It's several muscles that are back there. This is not an anatomy class, so we're not going to go into that detail right now. So I'm going to step to the side here. So I'm going to step and rotate, and then return as I twist back to the center. Same side. So I'm going to step and turn back to the center. Step and turn back to the center. Stick around here with me, guys, as we're doing these lunges, because we're going to get into a little bit harder leg work in just a few moments. Good. Go to the other side here. So step and rotate back to the center. We're still warming your legs up before we get a little bit deeper with a little bit more intensity. But for those who know me, when I say, oh, we're just going to add a little bit more, y'all know it's actually a significant amount more. Go ahead and rest right there. Now, you hanging in there, Tyler?
Good.
Okay, good. You guys hanging in there? So glad you joined us today. We're going to do a backward lunge. So I'm going to rotate to the side. Tyler, I'll have you do that too. That way you can see what happens to our body as we step back into lunge. And for those of you who have not been watching the videos, first of all, I want to congratulate Tyler because he's been doing this for like, what, 2 weeks?
It's about
2 weeks now. 1, his endurance has increased. And 2, his range of motion and his strength has increased. So I absolutely love that you've been doing that for the last 2 weeks, every day with me. Thank you to you guys who are watching live or through YouTube. And if you've missed any workout that we've done, remember to go over to my YouTube channel. I have the link in the description here that you just have to click that link, subscribe to the channel, and you can get any of the workouts that I've been doing. All right, so we're going to step backwards into a lunge here. So we're going to take our leg and just step back. Good, and then come back in. And we're going to take that leg and step back. So all I'm doing right now is just teaching how to get into that lunge. Step back, and then come in. This time we're going to step back and bend that front leg. So I'm going to step back and bend my front leg. My back knee is going to go down with it. It's like I'm coming down to drop that knee down, right? And then I'm going to come back to the center. Step back and drop down. And step back to drop down. And back up to the center. 1 more. And up to the center. We're going to switch legs. So you're going to just step back first. It's a step back and then come to the center. So you're just stepping back. Why am I teaching it this way? Because form is the #1 thing that you need to focus on in order to get the appropriate muscle workout in what you're doing. If you start to do the exercises incorrectly, then the wrong muscles start to activate or overpower, and you don't get the biggest bang for the buck. You don't get the right muscles doing what they need to do. So you could have been wasting your time. I don't like to waste time. All right, so step back this time and bend your knees. So both knees just bend, like you're just dropping down. It doesn't have to be hard to drop. Come back to the center. Step back and drop, and come back to the center. I can go through all the details of the alignment of what I'm wanting, and I have in other videos, and I could today too, but the way that I'm showing you how to get there, with a step back and a drop down or a wobble, will help guide you into that proper alignment. Come back to the center so we can keep moving. Now, we're going to do that back lunge again. This time, we're going to use our hands. And we're going to lift them up like we did in the beginning. You'll notice that when you start to move your arms, your balance will change and the exercise intensity will change as well. So step back, drop down, and let the arms come up. And then bring them down into the center. Same leg again. 4 more. And back. Why am I using the ball here today? This is helping to increase the challenge of my balance, but also to train my body how to hold the proper alignment of the movement that I'm doing. Where is it working? My posture. It's working the muscles around my shoulder blades, mobilizing them, and strengthening them. Switch legs, so step back and down, and come in. 4 more. Pulling up and in. 3 more. Up and in. 2 more here. Don't worry how low you get. Don't worry if you wobble. Come back and rest here. We're going to add into that. You hanging in there?
Yep, good.
Any of you guys out of breath yet? I'm a little bit out of breath. All right. So we're going to step back, but we're going to hold it back, and we're going to work into our glutes a little bit more. So I'm going to step back and hold this position, right? Then what I'm going to do from there, we've done this on other videos, is really pull into this glute here. So I'm going to feel as though I take my femur here, pull it back a little bit. Then I'm going to lean forward and take that weight just into the center of my foot so I'm evenly balanced heel to toe. Then I'm going to lift my back leg up and hold it there for a balance point. Now I'm really challenging that glute on that leg that's forward. If your toe can't come all the way up, that's okay. Now, we're going to challenge you even further. Either hold that position with that balance or pull that knee forward and the arm comes down, bringing the ball to the knee, and then reach back, tap the toe, pull in with the knee and the ball, reach back and tap. Try 3 more in, reach back and tap. 2 more in, reach back and tap. 1 more in, reach back and tap, and step up. That's a glute burner. Hope you can you feel that?
Yeah, that's good.
That's really great for helping to teach the glutes how to activate. Not only does it burn, it also will help to alleviate your low back pain when you start getting those active and working. So step back into that lunge with the other leg here. Bend that bottom knee. Now remember, stabilize by pulling the femur backwards. Shift your weight slightly forward so you have an even distribution of weight, heel to toe, on that front leg. Now, from here, lift and balance. Once you have that point of reference, pull the back knee in, ball comes to the knee, tap and reach. And tap and reach. Try 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Come back and reach there. Thanks so much. Now we're going to take this. We were working upper body. I'm a little bit out of breath. Are you out of breath?
Yeah.
This is hard for me. It's hard to talk while you do it, but it's just hard to do it. Hopefully you guys are getting the same challenge. You're going to take the ball now. Place it between your legs. So we're going to really activate into those adductors. So we can stand and just press the legs in. I'm not trying to pop that ball. I'm just simply trying to connect with my adductors. So the legs push into the ball and hold. Then release it slightly. So I'm going to turn sideways because of the next move I'm going to do. So go ahead and rotate sideways. Tyler, thank you. So now I've got that ball between my legs, as you can see here. Then what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to squeeze and hold. Then I'm going to add a squat, so I'm going to bend my knees. I don't want to go down too low. Here's the cool thing about the ball. Not only is it activating those adductors, which will help to strengthen the core, it helps to promote the right alignment. So I can't really fall forward like this because I have to hold the ball in place, and I can't bow forward because the balls start to pop out. So it helps to guide that alignment like I was saying before. So from here, arms will go forward slightly, bend your knees. So put your weight towards your feet, your heels a little bit more, so sit back more. That's it, good. And then come back up to straighten your legs. The range of motion And how far you go is based off of what your body is able to do while holding the right alignment, okay? So don't stop. So try to think less about how far I can go or how much weight I can lift or move, and start trying to think about how your alignment plays a role. Where does your body go freely without a lot of excessive effort? Can you hold that alignment properly and then change the range of motion each time you go to a little bit further while holding that same alignment? Not increasing the resistance, not drastically increasing the range of motion, just a small amount. Try 3 more here. You'll find your inner thighs on this are working like crazy. At least I know mine are. 2 more. And then 1 more. For those of you who just popped in, thank you so much. You'll notice we were doing a squat with the ball right between our legs. Activates the adductors, and what else does it do?
Keeps your alignment.
Keeps your alignment during the squat, which is what a lot of fitness trainers will sit there and tell you. Teaching someone how to properly squat is a hard thing to teach, but it's one of the most important things to do properly. All right, ready for some more?
Okay.
We're going to kick it up a notch. Instead of the ball between the legs, where it activates the adductors, we're now going to challenge your stability with the ball. And we're going to take that ball, place it on the floor, and 1 foot comes on.
I can do that.
Yes, it's kind of like right before you play soccer, right? You're going to take it, although you don't want to see my soccer skills because they're not really good. People used to, when I was growing up, they all thought I played soccer. And I never understood why. And then I realized, I asked someone and it said, because I had real big calves, like muscular calves. And then I started to look at soccer players' calves, and honestly, I love soccer players' legs, right? Do you guys I love looking at soccer player legs. They're just like so well defined, so kick butt, I love it. And they just do it from running so much. Power, you know? But that's just me. All right, so we're gonna challenge your balance. Your foot is now on the ball, right? You feel how it wobbles underneath you. Here's the thing, if that foot wobbles underneath you, guess what? It's okay, you know why? Because it's supposed to wobble. Make sense?
Yeah.
That's supposed to wobble. So if this leg wobbles, no problem. As long as that leg wobbles and the rest of my body doesn't fall, then I'm good. Okay? So what you're going to do from here is you're going to now bend your other leg into a squat. Don't worry if this front leg wobbles. You're really working on stabilizing that back leg and then stand up. So we're doing a single leg squat, right? We're bending this knee and coming up. You don't have to go very far. In fact, you probably can't. Come back down. If you need to for balance, you can bring the arms in front. You can bring them up. You can bring them to the side. Whatever's easiest for you. You can even let the arms do a fun dance. Lifting up. You're really pushing up through the glute of the foot, of the leg, where the foot is on the floor. Try 2 more from here. You guys feeling that? I sure feel my other leg wobbling, but I'm really struggling with this leg. Good. Switch feet. So let's get used to that balance point. Again. Woo. It's okay if you're like me and you hop around. I'm not the most coordinated person. On these videos, you'll think that I am, but remember, I've been doing this for a long time. And so I make it look easier than it actually is, right?
Yes.
So it's much harder than it looks. And for those of you who are just watching, instead of doing, that's okay. I encourage you just to choose one exercise, such as this, and try it out. That way you can see and experience for yourself just how difficult it is to play with your balls while standing. All right, now, from here, we're going to, again, this leg can wobble all at once. Doesn't matter. It's this leg back here, my straight leg, and I'm trying to stabilize. Now I'm going to bend my knees. This side's a little bit harder for me. And the reason this side's a little bit harder is because this leg on me, which is my right leg, is the side where I broke my pelvis. Like in, I don't know what year it was, 1995 or 1996. I was out running and got hit by a car, and I broke the bone you sit on, your sit bone. So the muscles on that side are not as evenly developed as on my other side. So I have to consciously think, get that glute on my right side to kick in. So right here, that's where I'm going to be like, oh, I'm feeling too much of my quads. I need to think, shift back, pull up intentionally. You can see I'm wobbling, I'm really struggling. Push up through that glute intentionally. So I might slow the exercise down in order to grab that glute. Everyone will have one side that's usually a little bit weaker or not as developed as the other for whatever reason. You didn't have to get hit by a car for that to happen. Mine is just, that's my excuse right now. More. If you have some fancy footwork that you can show off with a ball, I would love to see it. So you can attach it in a comment below, send me it as a private message, whatever you want to do. But I would love to see the fun little things like hacky sack stuff, the stuff that people can do and take it up. You see it on TikTok all the time. Just don't let it go running down the stairs. All right, so place that foot on that ball. So now we're going to take a little bit, we're going to take this instability to another level. So we're going to go into the squat we were just in, the one leg squat. Now, the foot that's on the ball, we're going to move it by rolling forward and bring it backward and roll the ball forward and back. So this foot that's on the ball is moving. It's rolling the ball. It's a fluid motion forward and back. While I'm bending my back leg, really trying to hold still and stable through that glute on my back leg. Two more.
What if I'm feeling on my thigh?
And one more. All right, so Tyler's asking, why is he feeling it in his quad more? Is that wrong? First of all, you will feel it in your quad.
Okay.
Because you're using it, right? There's some strength component to it. The other thing is you're overusing it if you're feeling that more than your glute.
Okay.
So go back down to that position, and I'm going to really quickly walk you through what to do. Same leg you're on.
Okay.
Is that the same leg? No, you're on the other one.
No.
You weren't? Okay. My bad. Go to the other leg so I can show in the front. All right, so, oh no, you were right. Switch again. Sorry about that. So what he's doing is he's feeling it too much in his quad. Bend your knee again. So I'm going to pull your pants up a little bit so we can see your leg. All right, so what's happening, he's really feeling it through this part of his quad. What I want him to do is I want him to sit back a little bit more. Yes. Okay, do you feel that different?
Yep.
Then feel like your leg here is pulling backwards towards me.
Okay.
And then you're going to feel that hopefully into the glute through here.
Yeah.
All right? Hopefully that helps you guys when I demonstrate that. You feel that a little bit more? Okay, switch to the other leg. Which leg that? This one. Okay, now we're going to go here. Again, we do that little bit of a bow and bend of that back knee. Hold that position. The weight is being pulled backwards into this hip. And I'm going to move the ball forward and just roll it back. So there's not a lot of weight into the foot that's on the ball. I don't want a lot of weight in that foot. Why? Because if I do, I'll fall. I don't feel like falling today. I might fall just by talking. But I really, every time I move my leg, I have to think, reconnect into this glute. This glute on this leg, again, doesn't really like this exercise. So now I have to think, why? What's happening? Oh, my adductors are not working. So I have to press my leg in towards the other leg. And now I can grab my adductors and my glutes and be a little bit more stable. Don't worry if you don't catch on to what I'm saying right now. Eventually you'll start to learn that if you continue to watch the videos and do these workouts with me. I will continue to teach you over and over again how to properly connect into those muscles. Good. Stand up from here. Very nice. Now, from here, all we're going to do, take the ball back under our foot, go to the opposite foot again. And you guys have made it through the majority part of the workout. You're going to take the ball and just simply turn your hip out to the side and back to the center. So what I'm doing is I'm using that ball to roll slightly forward and back. Thank you guys so very much for joining us today in our Got Balls 4 workout. Tomorrow, I want to encourage you guys to come back. Good. Rest, other side. Make sure you bring with you like a lacrosse ball, or this is a street hockey ball, something about this size here. I'm going to teach you how to release your glutes, the muscles around here that are really, really tight. I'm going to use this ball tomorrow. It is a workout in and of itself, but I'm combining trigger point release along with that. So make sure you join us tomorrow. And if you can't join us at 4 tomorrow live, I will upload it just like this one up to YouTube. The link is into the description here. Good, and rest here with that ball. And you can watch it at any time. People who've done this workout with me on their own actually will ask me to do that with them, especially when their low back hurts. So if your low back hurts, don't miss tomorrow's episode or workout session. Is it an episode? I don't know, something like that. And make sure you bring like a lacrosse ball, a street hockey ball. You can even bring one of those super bouncy balls that I used to get when I would put like a quarter into the machine. The Super Ball. But something about the size of, you can even bring a baseball or a softball. Tennis balls don't really work very well, and golf balls don't work very well. But I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you then. Thanks.